So here we are, Joe. Just two multi-millionaires smoking weed and telling the truth. The truth that hired actors like us need to tell when it's well past time to light the powder keg for massive riots so that the world can be given a narrative of why we need to live in a police state because that virus bullshit just ain't working no more. I was off the game board and now I'm magically back because that's what naturally happens. People that have 100 subscribers get the TSA treatment, but people like us, it's because we're too big to fail. That's what it is. Parts of the world were locked down for 3 years, so they clearly care what people think. And if they banned us, well, the system couldn't handle the backlash. It's totally not that we're controlled opposition inorganically made to go viral whenever the system wants, when someone could say this shit for 20 years and not be in the club and never have it go anywhere and have to make 20 social media backup accounts. I know all about these satanic rituals and niggas sucking cock, but I never took part in any of that. I just wear flamboyant clothes and come across like a black Richard Simmons for fun, you know?
Right. I'm a man of the people. Well, the little people, but still. I forgot what I was saying. I can barely form a coherent sentence half the time, but I have the #1 podcast in the world. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it. I got a Spotify deal, but I'm against the establishment, and you've been in all these movies and are allowed on here when people get banned all the time for saying much less. Not just by Spotify, but there's people I've kicked off and gotten blacklisted personally. Not just from this podcast, but being able to work in the comedy scene around me in general. Were you enjoying that Glenn Beck script that Tucker Carlson was going through about how he just couldn't tell the truth at Fox News anymore? I thought it was a bit recycled myself.
Well, you see, Joe, we're both midgets, and that puts us in the diversity bracket, so we get a bit more leeway.
Right, yeah, I'm sure that's it. Hey, give me that shit you're smoking. That's like some genius bullshit you just came up with right there.
Right, because if we actually weren't also working for Satan while saying this shit, and we somehow had the eyes and ears of people independently, they'd take a little off the top. And I'm not talking about a haircut. I'm talking about being fed into a woodchipper head first. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, you know what the world needs right now? Jesus. I said Jesus, so that's how you know I'm a good guy. I think about Jesus when I'm being used as a cum dumpster in a dark alleyway.
I also pray to Jesus when I'm getting beaten up by school children because I'm not even as tall as you with high heels on.
ForkFaced.